your shoulder lens. Sa friend ra, ma'am. Okay, sige, no? So, we try to use that. In fact, ginagamit galing po na sa paano ba? Adilis, okay. Girl, with the check miss ko lang gamit na tawag ana o USB is dili ha kasi USB refers to the port, the virtual serial bus. That's the port, no? Una akong giningon sa akong mga estudyante, kana bitong kung kapilan ako balik-balik na flash drive lagi na flash drive, pen drive nya, madung nya ni pasar na mo sa akong subject nya, madunggan ta mo sa dalan. Uy, pera man ko tong USB B. Agoy ako gid kang ingon nga alibi mari ka po ni mong grado kay kapilan ako balik-balik na flash drive lagi na dili USB. Flash drive na siya ha. Pasin po pag kamo pag-graduate ninyo magtudlo na mo langga pero mas akong USB langga B nya itudlo na nga flash drive na USB gyapon ang gigamit. Okay, so flash drive na siya mga palangga. Okay, or langga agay na ay uban tawagon nila flash drive gani grabe ka kung USB murder kaning USB flash drive genocide, di ba? Para sure ang daw ng USB flash drive para makorek yun sila, dili sila marong. Okay, so this is pen drive or flash drive. Thus, ang flash drive makonsider ba part sa computer system? Part. Yes, of course, no? Okay, pwede ka mag-input or pwede siya output. Especially system. Discuss the evolution of computers from first generation katong murag aparador to the very small package ng microprocessor, no, which is way beyond powerful as compared to the previous computers we discussed. Okay, so let's now proceed to the information age, the present age. Okay, so the information age, also called as the computer age, digital age, or new media age, is a historical period that began in the mid-20th century. Okay, so how do we actually define media? By definition, this refers to the communication channels through which we disseminate news. So you know what disseminate means, right? We communicate, we deliver, we relay. Okay, news, music, movies, education, promotional messages, and other data. Okay? This could be in the form of newspapers. Kanang newspaper nga ginapanghatag sa McDonald's kung magpalit kag breakfast worth 200 pesos na kay libre nga newspaper. But how many of you still do read newspaper nowadays? May I see a raise of hand? Kinsa may gabasa pa sa inyo newspaper? Kanang magbasa gyud sa balita like maestra, way swerte, ireklamo kay daghang bagsa. Kana, nga na nga mga balita. Kamo, gabasa? Sure mo? Or inahalang gabasahon yung horoscope? Asa nga parte nyo ginabasa? Ang balita gyud or tanawon ninyo kung unsa akong horoscope karon nga adlaw, be, unsa akong lucky color, unsa akong lucky number. Or magbasa lang mo sa comics na part. Result sa swertres. Okay, puzzle games. Okay, puzzle games. Update, ma'am. Word search. Yeah, or comic strip, no? Wala, sure ko wala may gabasa sa inyo sa kanang headline sa atubangan. Diretso mangyud mo dito sa pinakalas nga part ay kanang mga puzzles or comic strip, mga magsimukat games, yeah, sports. That's actually good, no? That's actually good. All right. So, aside from newspapers, you have the internet. Let's see. Okay? Television, radio, and magazines. Kana siya. Now, did you know that media at present can actually be categorized as either the message, the medium, or the messenger? Okay? It's kind of confusing how does media can be identified or categorized as the message, okay, the medium, and the messenger, because in fact, pares-parehas rin siya og meaning, no? Umayon kag media. Sometimes, umayon kag media, itong una-una, kay kanara yung naa sa news, kana siya, or nasa TV, kanang magandang gabi, kapuso, kanang may ana, di ba? So, kana ragid atong perminti na sa atong una-una, but actually, dili di ay, no? The media can actually be a message, okay? And by definition, the message is the content can be in the form of user-generated, so this can be you, or professionally produced. Okay, so when you say user-generated content, this is actually any form of content like posts, images, videos, reviews that is created by consumers on an online or social network. So this could be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or any form of social media platform, any platform, no, social media platform. Kana siya. Not necessarily nga professional mo. Okay, so napunta ka itong mga ginatawag na professionally produced. So the media, okay, can be considered as a message itself for those who create and owns the right of the content. Example of that are blog. Okay, so web plus blog. So it serves as an online diary. Very common is the microblogging that is done in Twitter. So you post very short entries as a brief update or a photo on a blog or social media website. The other one is vlog. So with a V. Okay, kanikay with B-man, blog. Okay, beta. This one is violin. Okay, so vlog, so video plus vlog. So video blogging is a blog done with the help of videos, unlike a text blog where information is shared using just text and static images. So example of vlog is those items posted in YouTube. So how many of you, by the way, do vlogging? Vlogging, meaning video plus vlog. May series of hand, kinsa may mga ni streamers, or yeah, not actually streamers, but vloggers. Kinsa man, mga vloggers dani. Do you guys upload that on YouTube? Like, for example, kang Ronald. Now, wala ko kabalo nga vlogger na day ka now. Do you upload that on YouTube? Now? Oh, si Michelle, upload siya sa YouTube. How about Ronald? What content? TikToker, the stream, RC. What content do you usually use on YouTube? Educational content. Well, no, because you can watch that in when you think of the academe, no? Kang Ronald, more on application. That's actually good. And the monetary, salary, and have to your channel so that you will be able to find subscriber. I think they will be paying you once you reach 1,000, I think, 1,000 subscribers. Parang, no? So, it's actually good, no, that you have started that one. And at this, you're learning at the same time learning and earning. So you guys should also try that one. It will be difficult at first, but if you're going to do it again and again and again, I mean, you'll get used to it. Maanad ra ka. Then, pangitaon na nimo na siya kay, of course, mahal baya ang monetary value ana, no, especially kung daghan kag subscriber. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this kaning bitong sa social media sa Facebook, kaning si Thai girl, kanang naa siya sa Thailand, kanang bayot bitaw, kanang igo ra siya magstorya, kanang mag-comment ra siya, tapos daghan kay view sa iyahang stream, and then gipakita niya gipakita niya yung sweldo, equivalent sa Philippine currency is 200,000 plus in a month. Yeah, Thailand girl. So, grabe, no? So, magpakita lang kasi imong dagway dira sa Facebook, mag-daot-daot lang imong dagway niya. Daghan naman namang bash ni mo. So, mga kwarta na dayon ka. So, easy money ka ayo. Mana siguro ning time nga mangundang namin tudlo ni Ma'am Jessa. Magpakita na namin sa mong dagway. O di ba? Pero, ganahan ka, Ma'am Jess, nga i-bash atong dagway. Musugot ka? No. Diba? Enough na siguro ang mga evaluation sa student blog kaysa mapabash pigit na dira sa public. So, takit na galing kayo pang evaluation, magpapash pa yun. Bitaw. Mag-money for FB ads same as Google ads. Yeah. So, paras atong may tummy, hungry, di ba? Daghan na kayo siyang kwarta siguro karon. Pila na kato iyang kwarta karon. No? Anyway, so moving on. So the medium, so again, as I mentioned, it could be message, medium, and messenger. So the medium, by the way, is a channel, okay, or system of communication, information, or entertainment. So a tool or tools used in sending information from a source to the destination. This is how we define medium. So traditionally, we have professionals, no, like broadcasters, anchors, to deliver the message to the audience. Okay. However, with the latest technologies that we have this what we call social media, and this becomes an avenue for information dissemination, which takes news sites to bring the latest updates, diba? So like, so for example, sa YouTube, kung wala kay TV, pwede na ka mag-watch sa YouTube sa kanang mga balita, no? Ay mga CNN, ay mga sa galing sa GMA galing nga balita, dili ko familiar. Basta nasa YouTube kana siya nga mga instead na pwede rin nimo makita siya sa TV pero pwede rin nimo siya ma-access online. The messenger, okay? O ba ni siyang messenger na ginagamit nato pag send og chat? Okay. The messenger is the one who delivers the message. So broadcasters, for example, the one who delivers the news is also called the media. So, though we have already defined what is the message, the message, the medium, and the messenger, okay, there's still a confusion between the three because the demarcation line between them are somewhat blurry. So, dili nimo ma-identify kung sa day ka mo tawag nga messenger ni siya or medium ni siya or message ni siya. So, the line that separates these three is kind of blurry, no? Kind of vague. So, evolution of media can be identified based on two ways, or the media has transformed itself based in two ways. First, how information is presented and how the connection is established. So how is information presented? Is it through carvings? Is it through written reports? Is it through oral presentation? Or is it through online access? How the connection is established? Was it through wired, wireless, audio, video? So how? No, kana siya. The information and communication technology, okay, has actually paved way on how communication are delivered at present time. The concept of technology has evolved throughout the years, and we mentioned this one earlier, no? From ancient civilization to Middle Age up to the present time, the modern age. Technology presently includes advancement in communication and how information is handled. Okay? So, most likely, a lot of us might get confused what's the difference between IT and ICT. So by definition, ICT is the use of computers and other digital technologies to assist individuals or institutions in handling or using information. This includes, of course, Google, Firefox, Facebook, Dropbox. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. SlideShare, Wikispaces, Skype, Twitter, and so on and so forth. This is a technology that supports activities involving such as gathering, processing, storing, and presenting data. Okay? On the other hand, when you talk about IT or information technology, this pertains to the industry that involves computers, software, networking, and other IT infrastructure to help relay or manage information in modern day living. So this includes servers, internet, network, support, applications, security, software, database, and hardware as well as communication. So muna siya ang information technology. So most likely, IT is a subset of ICT, as the technology used in the field of IT aids in the use of ICT. This is according to Wang in 2016. So meaning to say, under ni ICT CIT. So for example, if we are going to use an analogy to this, like Capital University and College of Education, so the College of Education is the subset of Capital University. Diba? Subset si education ni Capital University. Kaya dili man kamoingon nga aka nag-eskwela, College of Education, unsay mong kurso, Capital University, so dili man siyang ana, no? So, College of Education is the subset, okay, or part of Capital University. So this is actually the same as through ICT, another IT is the subset of ICT, meaning ICT serves as the umbrella, okay? And anything under that umbrella is a part of that general field or general tawag na to ana is part of ICT ana siya. Okay? So what are the parts of ICT? If we are to break it down, simply it includes information, communication, and technology. So when you say information, this refers to the knowledge obtained from reading, investigation, study, or research. Question. Kanang inyong mga kadunggan sa Marites, gikan sa mga Marites, information ba na siya? Yes or no? No. Mga chismis, kanang mga hearsays, mga haka-haka, dili na siya information because those are just statements that will create chaos among others. So, information, matawag nimo siya na information once you have fact-checked it. Meaning, i-check nimo kung legit ba na siya, tinuod ba na siya. And how will you be able to check that? You should be able to read. You should conduct investigation. You should be able to study or probably make research. Okay, but you have to understand that reading is not enough. When you read, you have to be able to comprehend it. You should be able to understand it. Okay, dapat masabtan nimo imong ginabasa. Dili pwede nga nagbasa lang ka tapos wala kay nasabtan. Most likely, if you have that, then dili ka maka-answer sa mga pangutana nga ipangutana sa imo kay wala man kinasabtan sa imo ang gibasa. Okay? Data and information are not the same. I actually discussed this earlier because the latter information is a process data. So when I collect all your scores pertaining from the pretest that you had earlier, okay, those are just data. We call that as raw data. But if I am going to organize that, present that, and analyze the results from the pretest that you have earlier, then that is what we call information. Okay? Information is needed to make decisions to foresee the future. With enough information, we will be able to make a sound decision. Okay, kung kulang atong information, most likely it will end up to a bad decision. So just like for example, sa klase, no? Example, ang estudyante na absent. So kung dili ko mangutana sa iya sa rason nga na absent siya. So most likely I may end up with a bad decision. Probably I might fail him or worst is I will drop him from my class kaya wala siya gatunga, no? So before doing that, I should be able to collect information so I can weigh things out whether to give him the chance or to reconsider his situation. Okay? So kinahanglan ka og valid and reliable and legit information so that you will be able to make a sound decision. Process information allows us to gain knowledge. Okay? Remember that. So when information are processed, okay, it gives us knowledge. And when we have enough knowledge, then it will give us a better understanding. And with the better understanding, it will allow us to make a sound decision. Communication. This is an act of transmitting messages. A process where information is exchanged between individuals through verbal and non-verbal means. Now, I'd like to ask, kung yun ka-verbal, most likely, diba, there is a continuous interaction between two individuals or more. Dili man na siguro ma-consider nga communication kung ikaw ra ga-istorya sa imong kaugalingon, ikaw ra pod to reply sa imong kaugalingon, no? So dili siya ma-consider nga communication. So verbal meaning naa siya right in your face. You discuss, you talk. personally, I mean, like face to face, no? Now, what if, for example, I'm going to record a message through voice message and then send it to someone I knew or anyone from here, and then you will listen to that voice message. How are you going to consider that one? Is that a verbal communication or non-verbal communication? Is it verbal or non-verbal? Nag-record ko audio tapos kisend na ko sa messenger. Is that verbal or non-verbal? Wala, ilong kayo sila. Let me ask Nene. Nene? Non-verbal daw. Non-verbal. Nganong non-verbal man siya? What makes it non-verbal? Oh, someone answered verbal. Ano man? Can you tell me why it's non-verbal, or can you tell me why it's verbal? Anyone from the group? Ay gayus raman og gadget and not direct communication. So, because you're not actually or directly speaking to the other person, communication is done through a channel. Verbal. Okay. Sige. Non-verbal, ma'am, kay no interaction through messenger raman. You're sure? Kay gi-record naman ni mo, ma'am. So, verbal, ma'am. Verbal could be written or spoken po. Verbal since is a voice recorded. Okay. So, this is an example of verbal communication, no? So, when you say non-verbal communication, this includes body language, no? Body language, what else? Hand signals. You can also use facial expressions. Muna siya yung tinatawag na to non-verbal communication. Verbal communication uses language, words, sentences, voice as the medium of communication. So even though you just recorded it and send it to the messenger, so makonsider gihapon siya nga verbal. Kaya naa may audio, madunggan man ninyo siya. Okay? So that's actually correct. That's verbal communication. Okay. Technology has actually evolved in many ways that improve people's daily activities. And this is actually true. No? Kisa ba'y wala naka-appreciate sa technology dani? May si a raise of hand. How many of you were not able to, does not appreciate technology at all? I think wala man siguro magpataas og kamot, no? Kay kung magpataas ka og kamot, so dapat wala ka karon nga time sa ato ang online lecture na discussion. Because in fact, doing this allows us to make use of the technology that makes this session easier for us. You know? The use of technology such as telephones, fax machines, mobile devices, and the internet has made communication much easier and faster. Okay, so how does technology, or IT rather, impact society? Accordingly to Gordon E. Moore, he's by the way an American businessman, engineer, and co-founder and chairman emeritus of Intel Corporation. According to him, technology is bound to upgrade itself every 2 years. Meaning to say, ang technology daw mag-evolve after 2 years. But at present, dili na siya maukaron. Okay? Dili na siya maukaron kay just like for example sa smartphones, bago pa lang gali nag-release og bag-o nga model si Samsung, 6 months after na po siya bag-o nga i-release nga model. So dili na siya maabtan og 2 years. That is how advanced technology is at present time. Okay? According to him, technology is bound to upgrade itself every 2 years. That is, the number of transistors on a microchip double every 2 years. So kung kaganina, i-mention nato nga ang microprocessor has 10 million, okay, 10 million electronic components. So dapat after 2 years mo double siya, roughly around 20 million. So daghan kaayo, no? Mas efficient, mas paspas na siya. Kasi mahadlok na lang ta nga wala pa gali nato gi-open ang document mo, open na siya iyaha. Kasi malay mo, maabot na nga time, no? Or probably 10 years, 20 years from now, dili imbis nga online online class, dili na ka mag-attend sa ani, hologram na lang ang gamiton para sa mga teachers. So, grabe na kayo ka-advance ang technology. But I'm not sure kung may tabo na siya 20 years from now sa Philippines. I'm not sure about that. Okay. So, how many of you can still remember these? Isa may naaing-ani nga mga gamit sa una. Diba? How many of you have these MP3 players? Kani, kung naaka-ani sa una, ikaw na gid ang pinakadato nga nila lang sa inyo ang classroom. Diba? Okay. Thank you very much. How about this, no? Patsadahay yung camera. Then kani, patsadahay yung cellphone. What is actually good with the old phones is, especially 3310, no? You may lower your hands, thank you very much. Especially 3310, ilabay nimo ang 3310 sa imuhang kuan, sa agtang sa imong amigo. Mabuak na lang yung agtang ang 3310 kay dili. Diba? Inga na siya kalig-on. Pero karon galing, mahulog galing ang smartphone. Wala. Buak ang screen, di na ma-on. So, inga na siya I do not know. Does it mean that Nokia phone yun ang pinakalig-on? Tama, no? Does it mean that as the technology evolves, the more po siya nga dali ra maguba? Kay di ba? Kay ang mga phone ba karon kay dali ra siya pag mahulog, mahadlok ka kay basin mabuak ang screen. But I think not, no? So dapat unta mas kuan siya, mas mo-sustain siya kay mas i-advance gali ang technology. Ang cherry mabungkag di ay wala ko kagamit og cherry. How about ang kuan, ang Oppo, ang Vivo, kana sila. Lang anong unsa ni si Riza oy na Jimon man di ko kasabot sa istorya. Depende da uwa gamping amam. Oppo maukab ang screen. Di ay. So ang quality na niya is nag-depreciate. So dili kayo ang Oppo ma'am kay Gorilla Glass. Depende sa pag-amping ma'am. I see. All right. Sorry Riza, naglibog ko sa imuhang kuan, sa imuhang type. Click on ang Vivo. I see. Okay. So yeah, actually magdepende gyapon na siya sa imong paggamit. Yes, Ellen, you're raising your hand. Magdepende gyapon na siya sa paggamit. Smartphones are like disposable gadgets. Once something is broken or damaged, one can throw it away and buy a new. Yeah. Thank you very much for that, Ma'am Jessa. And it's actually true, no? That is why you really have to be extra careful using your items because money is not that easy to look for, no? Dili man ang kwarta ra ba karon grabe kalisod, especially that the inflation rate is too high and the peso value is is very low and the dollars are actually high. Good for those who are working abroad when they send money here. Lipay kay sila kay dako kayo ang exchange rate. But the same lang gihapon ang logic, no? Mahal dako kayo ang exchange rate pero mahal man gihapon ang pamaliton. So mura ra gihapon good as thank you ra gihapon kay it's directly proportional. Okay lang unta to dako kayo ang value sa dolyar then barato kaayo ang pamaliton but dili man. Because this is actually affected by the inflation rate. No, ang economic status nato is somewhat like problematic because of this peso-dollar value nga exchange. That is why kamo, kung naamoy kwarta, yun ninyo sayang-sayangi. You have to save that as early as possible because who would know? Pwede mahitabo months after, a year after, or well, you will be graduating soon and you have to take the board exam. So it would be better if you will save as early as possible so that dili kayo mo madakan pag abot sa time na you will be processing all the documents that you need prior to taking the board exam. No? Save as early as possible while you're still young. Okay? You will be in the adulting process, just like me and just like Ma'am Jessa and I, na makaingon nga, uy, kalisod ba kaayo sa panagat, di ba? Di sa ta mag-milk tea karon kay pitos kayo ang panagat, di ba? Kana siya. Alright? So I think you're very familiar with this. Okay? However, at present, we have the smartphones.
IoT.
This, it will only allow us to text and call. This, it will only allow us to play music separately. This allow us to capture video separately. But all the things that we can do separately from these different gadgets can already be done with our smartphones. Just a few taps, just a few clicks, then ta-da! You can access email, you can make calls, you can even do and perform a lot of functions in one setting, in one time. Kabalo, gatin mo karon sa session, pero naapod mo sa Facebook, scroll, higda-higda, di ba? Relax, di ba? Butang-butang, hag-hag, ugunlan, who knows? This is actually an online setup. So, like, unless kung ako ipa-open ang camera, so makabalo ko, di ba? So, ganina na nag-open ng camera, nakita na ako, walang-ulakaw siya, dagan kita ko sa unahan. So, you can actually do a lot of things since it is actually online. So with your smartphones, you can record, upload, access email, reply to chats in one setting. Use your Google Maps, play online games, play music, schedule activities or schedule events using your calendars. You can do a lot of things, no? And that is, by the way, powered with innovations and advancement in technology. Okay? Mag-jogging ka, pwede na ka mag-install og application sa imong cellular, sa imong smartphone, kung pila na ka minutes imong or pila na ka calories imong gi-burn, kung pila na ka steps imong nabuhat in a day, nga imong goal kay 10,000 steps man gyud, which by the way is the right number of steps that you have to to acquire in a day. Dili 1,000 steps, dili 2,000 steps, but it's 10,000 steps. Okay? You can do that all in one gadget called smartphone. Now, according to Forbes.com, these are actually the major trends in 2017.